For Aphrodite, she wanted to figure out what beauty actually looks like. But she has prosopagnosia, essentially face blindness. You remember how I said earlier that gods can change almost their entire appearance? What I didn't mention is that most gods usually start to experience body dysmorphia if they do it too much. There have been exceptions, but that occurs rarely. The thing is, Aphrodite has always had body dysmorphia. No matter how much she changes her appearance, nothing feels right. And no matter how hard she tries, she'll never recognize her own face. The god of beauty doesn't even know what she looks like. Thing is, no one really does. Aphrodite discovers this much later on in her life, but everyone sees her differently. Literally. Her hair color, skin color, and facial features look different to everyone. You know, hair and body shape look the same to everyone, but she's always changing her body type, so it doesn't really matter. Even if someone doesn't experience romantic attraction, they can still recognize that Aphrodite is extremely beautiful and somehow feel more drawn to befriending her. I'm not sure how or when she figures this out, maybe through looking back on portraits of herself throughout history, but any progress she feels she has made on herself completely shatters. The realization that despite her best efforts to know what she looks like, after all this time, it was in vain. It cemented in her that she'll never know what she's even supposed to represent. Why could everything on Earth be so happy in her presence, except her? Nothing she did to feel comfortable in her own existence felt right, whether her body dysmorphia drowned out all her thoughts or was a light hum in the back of her mind. Nothing ever felt right to her. She ultimately withdrew from all her friends, being gazed upon a literal reminder of her pain. If anything, this only made her psyche worse, and she barreled into the worst bout of depression she ever experienced. Eventually, her friends discovered this, and all decided to force an intervention to help her. At first, it didn't really work, but with time she began to realize she was focusing on the wrong thing the entire time. She always assumed that she needed to find the perfect appearance, that beauty was just physical. But being the god of beauty was never about finding that one appearance, because when she listened to her friends describe who she was, what they liked about her, it was anything but. It was her actions that made her beautiful. Aphrodite on the surface was always effortlessly kind and non-judgmental. This is why even people who didn't experience romance were drawn to her. She was just the type of person people wanted to be around. She had been trying to improve herself physically this entire time, when really, all she needed to do was improve her mind and actions. Any god could change their body and clothes to society's norms and desires, but those have changed over time. What hasn't changed is the good in people's actions, no matter what they look like.